Here's 3 things I don't particularly like about my job as a hospitalist. Let's get into it. What's up everyone, Mike Muellner here. I'm an internal medicine doctor from Los Angeles, California, currently working as a hospitalist, and let's dive into some stuff that I'm not particularly thrilled about with this profession. Number 1, having to wake up early. So I've never been a morning person. It doesn't seem to matter what time I go to bed, even if I go to bed at 10 o'clock. When that alarm rings at 5:36 a.m., it's painful. And it always is, always has been, probably always will be for me. And with hospital medicine, your day starts at 7 o'clock, and you got to be there at 7 o'clock sharp to pick up the pager from overnight, so the overnight doctors can go home. They're not thrilled if you show up late and they end up having to stay longer. So you want to be there right at 7, and that is an early start to the day and something I was never too fond of. But I mean, you know, that's a good way to really be productive in the day. Start the day early, you can get a lot of stuff done. So I'm not complaining too much about that. Number 2, you are a jack of all trades, which is great, but that means you're a master of none. So I definitely have my fair share of consulting with specialists who are not so much a jack of all trades, but definitely master of their one field. Like a cardiologist is a master of the heart, gastroenterologist, master of the GI tract. And so this is really great. I learn a lot from them, and certainly I want to give my patients the best care possible. So if somebody has, you know, a heart attack, for example, I'm not going to try to take that patient and do a cardiac catheterization myself. I don't know how to do that procedure. So I consult with a specialist, the interventional cardiologist, to do that. Now, the one issue with this is, you know, it can be a little tough because I can't speak for the specialist, right? So I'll get some patients will ask me like, hey, can you guarantee I'm going to get my cardiac stent placed tonight? And I can't, right? I don't know, you know, exactly what the specialist schedules are, or, you know, even what they're going to find when they do I'm just using the cardiology as an example, but when they do the angiogram, are they going to even place the stent? You know, I can't speak for them. And so that can be kind of a little frustrating sometimes. You know, I wish I could give patients updated information, but sometimes I just can't because I can't speak for the specialist. And so that's, you know, a little gripe I have. You're master of none, jack of all trades. I said that backwards. And moving on to number 3, a third thing that I'm not particularly fond of with this profession is the constant switching from night shifts to day shifts and vice versa. So there's a flip side of this coin. In my last video, I talked about 3 things I really like about the job. One of them was the varied schedule. Doing night shifts is different, has a whole different vibe compared to day shifts, but you inevitably have to encounter how it messes up your circadian rhythm to make that schedule swap. And so that's tough. You know, that first night for night shifts when you've been up all day and then now you got to stay up all night. I mean, I don't have one now. This says no caffeine, but I'm definitely on, you know, using energy drinks to help me through that first night. Then you finally get on a night schedule, and then you got to flip back to days. Now, usually you don't work during the day the next day. You get a day off to adjust, but you still really spend a lot of your life feeling incredibly jet lagged. And so that's another kind of a bummer with this profession. But that being said, you know, those are 3 minor complaints, but I still really love this job. If you are a medical student or resident doing internal medicine residency, feel free to hit me up. You know, we can talk about the profession. I can give you more details there. But until then, feel free to hit the subscribe button here. Check out another video there, and I'll see you guys next time.